Holy crap. I can feel snow on my face. It is snowing. Oh shit. So today's my official start for my 30-day challenge. So let's see how this turns out. It's my first time recording with this new device. Hopefully the stabilization would be ages better than my cell phone. All right, day one under my belt. Done. Bam. Here we are doing the needful. This is day 2. I would have preferred to get up early in the morning to do this, but today was an on-call day, meaning I had to get my son to school and be back to work on call, all within a 30-minute period. I failed, of course. It is 30 degrees and it's midnight. Last time I used my 360 camera. My cell phone doesn't do too bad. Hello there, folks. Yes, I'm in the bathroom again. That's okay. It's just a temporary thing. I have a house full of kids because school has been shut down and closed for 2 days, and tomorrow will be day number 3 due to ice storms in the area. I'm not used to this, and it's not supposed to happen in this area. So all I wanted to record was that I started my 30-day challenge 4 days ago. Yes, 4 days ago. Get in there. And please excuse my birds. My birds are nuts. But I have had to skip yesterday and today due to the ice all over the ground. I went out to my driveway just to look at my car and I almost ate it, okay? I'm not going out walking. The goal is not to kill myself. So it's okay to skip a day if you think you're gonna get injured. So I just wanted to record that and say I hope everyone's staying safe out there. And if you do have access to a treadmill, go crazy. I think I will make some updates to my bullet journal. Those empty pages at the front. It could use some beautification. See you later, folks. Bye, peeps. Stay safe and stay warm.